Hello everyone. Today we are going to see a regional form and a few more convergent Pokemon. But there is something special about them. Unlike in other videos, where I would just make some random convergent, these ones interact between each other. These Pokemon will be a regional form for Gulpin and Swalot, and a convergent for the Tinkaton line. So for starters, I had an idea of turning Tinkaton into a rabbit with a hammer, due to the Japanese belief that the craters on the moon are shaped like a bunny smashing mochi with a hammer. With that idea I knew that I also needed a mochi Pokemon for it to attack, so I went with Gulpin, as it's a Pokemon that loves to eat and already has a similar shape. So for starters I will be showing this regional Gulpin and leave the Tinkaton line for later, as there is another detail about it that I want to hide for a bit more. Mochi normally comes in all kinds of colors, but the most common ones are generally white, pink and green, so I decided to make 3 designs where they are constantly together similar to execute. Gulpin, a fairy-type Pokemon, is a unique creature crafted entirely out of mochi. Known for its insatiable appetite, Gulpin has a tendency to devour any fruit it comes across. Its body is exceptionally sticky, causing various objects to unintentionally adhere to it. This regional Gulpin, while just as hungry as the Hoenn variant, is much more picky with its food, as it only eats fruit. This has made its body and odor change considerably, as it is now composed mostly out of mochi. This Pokemon comes in 3 distinct colors, each representing a different personality. The white Gulpin is often described as clumsy, frequently finding itself entangled with objects due to its sticky nature. Despite its mishaps, it remains cheerful and resilient. The pink Gulpini, on the other hand, is known for its laziness and propensity to fall asleep easily. It can often be found napping in cozy spots, seemingly unaffected by the world around it. Its tranquil demeanor adds a sense of calmness to its surroundings. Lastly, the green Gulpin possesses the greatest appetite among its counterparts. It will go to great lengths and overcome obstacles to satisfy its hunger. Its determination and resourcefulness make it a formidable forager, always on the lookout for its next meal. Gulpin's unique characteristics and diverse personalities make it a fascinating addition to the world of Pokemon. Its sticky body, insatiable appetite, and distinct color variations contribute to its charm and individuality. Next I needed to design its evolution, Swalot. I didn't feel like designing 3 Pokemon again, so I just went with having them being stuck together as one creature. I also decided to add some fruit stuck on it, as mochi can often be served with a piece of fruit like strawberries. And as for its whiskers, I thought it could be fun if I turned them into chopsticks. This regional form of Swalot has had its previous 3 forms stuck together into one single body. This unique amalgamation results in a Pokemon with a constantly shifting personality, making it somewhat unpredictable. However, Swalot is generally known to be a highly sociable creature. Despite its unpredictable nature, Swalot's friendly and outgoing demeanor makes it a sought-after companion. Trainers are drawn to Swalot's ability to form strong bonds and its knack for social interactions. However, it is important to note that Swalot can be a high-maintenance Pokemon due to its voracious appetite for fruit. Swalot possesses a pair of sensitive whiskers that enable it to detect the presence of nearby fruit. This remarkable sensory ability makes it an invaluable guide for trainers seeking bountiful fruit-bearing trees. Its keen sense of smell and natural inclination to locate fruit make it a reliable companion for those in search of a fruitful harvest. Trainers who choose Swalot as their partner must be prepared to provide it with an ample supply of fruit to satisfy its dietary needs. With proper care and attention, Swalot's sociable nature and fruit-detecting abilities can prove to be invaluable assets in various adventures and explorations. So this is it for the mochi Pokemon. Now that we have a Pokemon to chase and smash with a hammer, we can continue with a convergent form of Tinkaton based on the moon rabbit that smashes mochi. So most of you must know what makes Tinkaton special. It likes to hunt down Corviknight and use its metal to make a hammer, so for this convergent form, what Pokemon will it hunt down? Well, how the hammer used for mochi is made out of wood, I looked into tree Pokemon, but I wasn't convinced with any of them. None of them except for one. This being Sudowoodo. So as you probably know, Sudowoodo is a fake tree. A rock that has the appearance of a plant so that water-type Pokemon don't attack it. The idea is that this convergent line likes to nibble on small trees and bushes to sharpen its teeth, but sometimes it confuses Sudowoodo with one and it hurts its teeth, So they have a growing hatred for them and hunt them down and make a hammer out of them and stick the parts together with mochi. Minkatink is a unique Pokémon that combines the normal and rock types. This Pokémon possesses a formidable weapon in the form of a hammer crafted from bony pieces, which it skillfully wields to crush its adversaries. Minkatink exhibits a peculiar behavior of striking the ground with its hammer, using the resulting vibrations as a means of communication with others of its species. This distinct code allows Minkatink to convey messages and establish connections within its community. For its evolution, I started adding some pseudo-Wudo parts into its design, as I felt like it would be powerful enough to confront it now, unlike it pre-evolution who had to conform with Bornli. For this convergent form, I also started adding Gulpin's regional form into its design and lifestyle, as it uses the sticky substance coming out of Gulpin's body in order to stick pseudo-Wudo pieces together to make its hammer bigger. As for the design, I changed Tinkertuff's ponytail into the ears, which I feel like fits quite well. Minkatuff is a Pokémon that combines the normal and rock types. This creature has a strong aversion towards pseudo-Wudo due to its habit of using trees to sharpen its teeth, and frequently mistaking pseudo-Wudo for one, leading to unintended consequences and potential harm to its own dental health. Additionally, Minkatuff actively chases down Gulpin, as the sticky body of Gulpin serves as a perfect adhesive to stick together the pieces of pseudo-Wudo, allowing Minkatuff to craft a larger and more powerful hammer. This behavior showcases Minkatuff's resourcefulness and determination. And finally, we have to make a convergent form for Tinkaton. Unlike with the other two, I wasn't sure where to place the ears. On one hand, the most obvious choice was to make the two tufts of hair on top of the ears just like with the other ones, but then I wouldn't know what to do with the two ponytails going down. So in the end, I decided to make these two ponytails its ears, so it has two giant floppy ears, and just keep the two tufts of hair the same. So with that clear, I had to work on the hammer. I wanted a similar shape to the one Tinkaton has, so I added some of the spheres that pseudo-Wudo has on one of the ends, but as a semisphere as it has been split into two. I also added the top of pseudo-Wudo as I needed a strange shape, and it made for an excellent attribute to the hammer. And finally, I added some of pseudo-Wudo's yellow spots to have a bit of color variation. Minkatton, the formidable normal and rock-type Pokémon, possesses a cute yet fearsome appearance and a unique backstory. While it may look like Tinkaton, it's completely different species. This creature wields a colossal hammer, crafted from the remains of its greatest adversary, pseudo-Wudo. Minkatton's giant ears grant it exceptional hearing abilities, allowing it to detect even the faintest sounds from a mile away. Its highly sensitive paws enable it to sense any movement on the ground, rendering pseudo-Wudo's mimicry ineffective against Minkatton's keen perception. The deep-rooted hatred Minkatton harbors towards pseudo-Wudo stems from its earlier evolutionary stages as Minkatink and Minkatuff. This Pokémon carries a grudge and relentlessly pursues any pseudo-Wudo it encounters. Its intense animosity drives Minkatton to collect every fragment left behind from its hunts. By utilizing the sticky goo secreted by Gulpin and Swalot, Minkatton expertly binds these pieces together, fashioning a massive hammer capable of crushing pseudo-Wudo in a single devastating blow. Minkatton's tail showcases its unwavering determination and resourcefulness, as it transforms its vendetta into a powerful weapon. This Pokémon serves as a symbol of resilience and the consequences of underestimating its unwavering resolve. And this is it for today. I hope you like these, especially the Tinkaton Convergent, because I plan on making a series of Convergent Tinkaton of every type. And how it being a dual type, then that would make a total of 7 more Convergent Tinkaton lines. But they will take a bit of time to make, so be patient, and in the meantime, go watch some other videos I made if you still haven't seen them. I promise you they won't disappoint. Anyway, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you soon. Goodbye everyone.